Today is April 19th of 2012. This is Lucky Smith reporting for Star River News Magazine, and I'm here with
BessKepp.
BessKepp, and I understand, BessKepp, that you are a poet. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
And what got you into poetry?
Basically just wanted to express myself. My brother used to rap, used to play rap loud. It takes the nations of millions to hold you back, to hold us back. Public Enemy. I used to walk in from school with that banging in the house. And hearing that every day and all other kind of hip hop kind of inspired me to write. But once I took a creative writing class, I started writing creativity through poetry. I started expressing myself through poetry, so that's pretty much how it started.
But you came from Stockton, I understand, and you're also a published writer, so there's more to the story. I know there is, BessKepp, because
yes.
you're doing all kinds of things.
But,
like, readers, you have to understand, BessKepp and I have known each other before Lucky Smith was Lucky Smith, when I was still somebody else.
Well, that's the start. That's how I started. The writing short stories and publishing books and stuff, that came from writing poetry and spoken word. So that's all a branch.
And where can people find your books at? And
they can find
put that out.
They can find a book. They can find the books at the Mike and Them Lights every single weekend. If you want to come here, it's our open mic spot in Pomona, California, on 2nd Street, right down the street from the Glass House. We do it every single Thursday, so I'll always have books and products there. Or you can go to Mike and Them Lights on Facebook and get information on anything that we're selling. We have a website. It's getting fixed right now, so our website's not up. But yeah, that's where you can catch us at, and that's what we do. Also, too, I mean, we got my man JB. He spends across the street at DBA, across the street from Dim Lights, and we do poetry over there as well. So yeah, so we're pretty much everywhere.
So how did Mike and Dim Lights get started? Because you guys have been around forever.
We used to, I got into poetry and I wanted to do some poems. And I lived out here in the IE. I lived in Montclair at the time.
Okay.
And every time we wanted to get on the microphone, we had to go all the way to LA and the open mic spot out there.
Okay.
And it was cool, but gas is money. You know, money is gas. And we were like, you know what, we need something out here. We need something in the IE. We need something this side of the 605 freeway. So that's why we created the Mike and Them Lights, so people wouldn't have to drive all the way out. They have something right here in their neighborhood they can come represent, especially in the Inland Empire. So that's what we did. And we fed a lot of people that wanted to be fed some poetry, and they fed us their poetry, and that's pretty much how it started. And even to this day, 12 years later, after doing this every week, we still don't have many venues out here in the IE that people can go to. We have Limelight Mind State, which is a really, really nice spot, dope spot, been around. They just celebrate their 4th year.
I performed there before as well.
Yeah. And Judah One over there. They do their thing every other Wednesday, or every first and third Wednesday. There's a spot I believe there's in Rancho Cucamonga too as well. But still, if you go to Orange County and if you go to Los Angeles, there's a poetry venue going on every single day of the week. So we haven't got to that point yet, and until we get to that point, hey, Mike and Them Lights gonna be around.
And what brought you? What was your day job? First of all, like you're in Sacramento. You grew up. When did you come out here? What brought you to LA?
Okay, so I'm living in Stockton, and believe it or not, football brought me to LA.
So you were.
I was a football player. I played football at University of Laverne. Yeah,
wow, what
2 years.
position did you play?
Defensive back. Yeah, but I had to D up them receivers, you know. So I came out here to play football.
Is that your grad school as well, Laverne?
Yeah, University of Laverne. I started my grad school at University of Laverne. I got my teacher credential there.
Okay.
I got my master's at Cal Poly.
And what do you teach?
I teach algebra.
Okay. Hear this, people. A poet is teaching algebra. That he's really confusing letters and numbers.
I teach recovery algebra. Actually, I'm not recovery algebra. I teach algebra to students with learning disabilities. So basically, I break it down into 2 years. The first year is the first part of the book. The second year is the second part of the book. And I try to teach it the way I would have liked to be taught to me. I would have liked someone to teach it to me. So.
Why did you get into teaching?
Because I worked at a group home. Dealing with kids, had all sorts of issues. And I liked it. I applied to, took my CBEST to continue working with kids because working in a group home.
How did you get started with that? Was that from college? Or?
Yeah, well, I was a sociology major starting out. So
starting out, you always wanted to
work with people. I knew that I wanted to major in sociology because I knew somehow it would lead me to working with people and interacting with people. So that's kind of how I got into working at a group home, because there's not really many things you can do with just a sociology degree. I mean, coming right out of college. But I kind of worked my way up there. Was a supervisor. I took my test to become get my emergency credential. I got my emergency credential. I taught special ed at an elementary school called Jellic for 7 years, and then I was transferred to Nogales High School, and that's where I've been ever since.
And I understand you also have a poetry club going on.
Oh yeah, we have a poetry club at Nogales High School that's been going on since 2007. We just published our first book called F5. It's wonderful, and it's cool because
can people buy it online or?
Oh yeah, they can buy it online. Or they can go to Nogales High School and buy it too as well. But yeah, if you go to the Dim Lights website or the Dim Lights Facebook page, you get all the information as well.
And yeah, Dim Lights is spelled
DIMLIGHTS.
Okay, and then also, I'm gonna keep it 100, BessKepp. You are the most inspiring person I know. You give and give and give, and Dim Lights people. He doesn't turn anybody away. If you don't got money, he ain't gonna say you can't spit your poetry.
Come on in.
Exactly. And this thing has been going on for what, 17 years?
No, it's going on 12 years.
12 years.
Yes.
12 years. And honestly, you are somebody who I would think should run to be a governor or a mayor, because no, you give honestly, and I don't think you get as much credit as you deserve. He's a great coach. You sit there and you help people find their voice. I mean, there was a time when, I still screw up my poetry when I read in front of people, but you helped me find my voice.
That's cool.
And
that's dope.
You helped me be who I am today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
yeah.
So
I appreciate that. I think coming here, just being able to have a space where people can come and inspire each other, I think that's satisfaction to me. And I know I don't do all the inspiring because I gain a lot of inspiration from people like you. And for other people who are on the microphone and come and represent. So I'm constantly learning from other people, being inspired by other people, being motivated. Being around creative people just makes me creative as well. So, that's why I do this every single week, because it feeds my soul. So I'm happy to know. I think us being able to feed other people's soul is kind of like a cherry on top, but it's feeding our soul as well.
That is awesome. Yeah. And Around the Corner, what is that book about?
Up the Street Around the Corner?
Yes.
That's a book about me growing up in Stockton and shit just happening up the street and around the corner, and that's basically everything. That's where everything happened at, It was either up the street, it was either around the corner, or sometimes it was up the street and around the corner.
And can people find that? Where can people find that?
You can get that on Amazon right now.
Okay.
Amazon and Target.com.
And it's Up the Street Around the Corner.
Yes. And I have a CD called Bluesland, not Bluesland, I'm sorry, but The Hay Moment, and you can get that on iTunes and all that stuff as well. So.
And on the CD, are you singing? Are you rapping? Is it poetry?
You know what? Hey, what's up? I'm sorry. It's the CD. I call it where hip hop meets spoken word, because I felt like hip hop and spoken word has always been, and poetry has always been cousins. They've always been kind of friendly.
Came from spoken word.
Definitely.
Tupac, he was a poet before he was a rapper.
Definitely. So that's why. My motto for that CD is hip hop and spoken word has been engaged for a long time, and my CD is where they tie the knot. You know, so.
So if
So
people buy that,
so basically,
will they hear you rapping?
No. Basically, it's just dope. Actually, maybe a couple songs, but I got some guest artists as well. But basically, it's just poems over dope beats. And I wanted some real dope, just fly beats. So I tried to hit up all the tightest producers in LA that I can afford. Have them lace me over some tight beats, and I just kick poems over. You know, so. And everything that you hear on there, every single beat that you hear on there, if I couldn't bob my head to it, if I wasn't like, oh, this is tight,
yeah,
I wouldn't put a poem to it. So everything in there, just so you know, I loved as far as the beats were concerned. So it inspired me to write a poem to it.
That is awesome. All right, put out your blast where people can find you at Facebook, Twitter, all
you know
that.
what? If you can find me. You can find me in a dark place spitting animated poems, well poems spelled, written, you're spitting. Anyway, you can find me. You can find me on Facebook at Corey BessKepp Kofer. You can find me at Dim Lights Poetry, MicahDimLights.com. Don't get me confused. There's another Micah Dim Lights in Canada, and it's a Canada version of a Micah Dim Lights. The Canada version, as far as with the U.S. version, I guess. So, but look for us, not the Canada one, but us on Facebook. We don't have the Twitter yet. We aren't doing the Twitter thing, but we're about to. And Dim Lights, Micah Dim Lights, and also Dim Lights Publishing, because we publish books and stuff too. So, Dim Lights Publishing.
Dim Lights Publishing, and then also, when's your next event coming up?
My next event will be April 28th at Antioch University. That's in Culver City. And it's going to be the celebration of the 10 years of the LA riots, the whole Rodney King LA riots. It's that 10-year anniversary, so we're doing a tribute, and I got some amazing poets. I'm representing with Gina Loring, Jaha, and NQ. So we're going to represent April 28th
Celebrity
at
poets.
6 o'clock. Yeah.
And then also, any advice? Up and coming poets.
You know what? Just my main thing is just write from the heart. Try to get inspired. Whatever inspires you, write about that first. Write that first, and then try to challenge yourself. Just know that poetry is just expression, and there's no good poems, there's no bad poems. It's just poems. So my thing is write from the heart.
And what do you have a message for your fans?
Fans, you know what? Fans, I mean...
Because ladies don't get twisted. You just stop following.
Hey, thank you very much for supporting us for all these years. Thank you very much for being a part of Micah Dim Lights. And if it wasn't for you guys, we won't be able to do what we're doing right now. So, continue it.
Thank you very much for having us cover it. Thank you. All right. This is Lucky Smith signing off. Thank you.